What up, my Pokemon family? Good morning, good night, good afternoon. I hope everybody's having a good, blessed day. I am here. You already know why. We are trying to get me that Salamence. We will see what happens. This is probably the last time I'll be ripping some Journey, unless I could find more in the wild for a decent price. But the Salamence card is the only one that I am missing that I want. So we'll see if we can get it pulled. But first and most important, like always, guys, God bless you. I hope everybody's doing good. If you guys feel alone, just know you're not. God's always with you, and He will always be with you. He loves you. Just know that, even though that don't believe in Him right now, just put your faith and trust in Him. I need to take my own advice to heart, but not gonna hold you guys up much longer than I need to. So I'm kind of nervous. I'm not going to lie. Haven't been pulling any big hits, and it's been a very rough patch lately. But look at that beautiful Charizard and Leafeon in the background. They are dipping a little bit, but like I say, it can always be worse. Just be grateful for what you guys have and what you guys do pull, and take it day by day. So, as you know it, there is our stamped Reshiram, and it just fell over. But we'll stack it side by side. I am going to empty this booster box just a little bit easier to rip them. I'm not going to try to hold you guys up much longer than I need to. I know I babble on a lot, but hear me out. I believe they will be announcing a release date for Pokemon ZA soon, and I can't wait, man. But let's get to ripping. First pack up. Come on, you beautiful Salamence. I know you are in here. You are not going to let me down today, are you? Fire Energy. And the wrong one already. It's crazy how thin Pokemon cards are to One Piece. I just ripped some One Piece, you know, 2 days ago. It was pretty nice. Was holding on to them, but I needed something to rip, so we ripped it and got some alright hits. First hit's already here, and we already know it's the Marcactus, but I love it because it reminds me of New Mexico, my home. It is a desert state in the US. If you guys aren't familiar with it, look it up. We have cactuses everywhere. This copy actually looks very clean, at least for the most part, but only time will tell. What do you guys think? I think it's a very gorgeous IR, in my opinion. Could always be worse, could be better. Just be grateful for what you rip, like I always say. Try to be grateful anyway. You never know. On to pack number 2. So, how you guys doing on this beautiful day? Are you guys doing alright? Everything fine? Water energy. And that's why I don't try to call them out. Stunfisk, Bombardier, Parasect, Pupitar, Clough, Levincia. My Marowak card is my favorite from this set. Would like them to do, an SIR one day of Marowak. Varkanya is actually one of the other SIRs if I pull one that I would want outside of the one I'm chasing. Beautiful Reshiram EX card. You already know I like the EX. Looks like they're popping out of the water, throwing rocks at you, swimming, fighting. Most important, it looks like they're gonna jump at you in or out of the card. So very gorgeous looking card indeed. Like I said, one of my favorites. Need to jump into the game and put together a deck and just go out and have fun, because that is one cool way to get some pre-release packs, especially if it's, the way it's been. Fire. Hard to find them. But who knows, maybe Destined Rival will put the nail in the coffin and it'll get back to a little bit normal. Kind of nervous, was thinking about dumping my PSA 10s, but I think they will rebound in time. You never know. All we got to do is be patient and see what happens. Norvrin Holo Rare is going to wrap that pack up. On to the next one. So, you guys ripping anything lately, or are you just waiting for some craziness to come out? That SPC is going to be cool. Now I get a fire, but I don't know if I get my hands on one. What I'm planning to do, if I can somehow, by the grace of God, lock in 2 of them, definitely rip one for the channel. And the second one I will hold on to with Lily's Pearl, Bennett, Pangoro, Roki Doki is going to be our first reverse holo, followed by a Paul Swine, and a Tyranitar Holo Rare is going to wrap that pack up for me. These cards really like to slide off of each other, but as long as they don't slide off the table and get damaged. So I do sell some bulk on my YouTube channel. If you guys are looking for packs, looking, for cards to fill your deck, anything like that, I would appreciate it much because it will support me in buying future product. So I will get that set up, get the link put into my videos one way or another, and we will go from there. Metapod is first up, followed by Hops Choice Band and a Hops Dubswool Holo Rare. On to the next pack, and let's see what we can get little by little. Ladies and gentlemen, got an Electric Energy, Cafont, Lombard, Squavant, Meditang, Grimmsnarl, ends PP up, Electroid. Postwick is going to be our first reverse holo, followed by a Parasect and a Lucha Libre Sombrero, and is gonna wrap that up with a holo rare. And fire. Finally got it right. It's never happened again. So is this the pack I'm going to pull my Salamence out of? Man, imagine that. That would be so awesome. Lily's Pearl, Bonnet, however you want to pronounce it. First holo rare is up, followed by a Camelot and Tapu Koko EX in the house. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. Could be worse, could be better. Be grateful for what you get. And look at that beautiful electricity just flying all over the card. Looks like it's about to pop out towards you and shock the shit out of you. But gorgeous looking card. On to the next pack. And will we get something water? And it is a Grass Energy. I don't know, I see YouTubers do that. Never been my thing. Rockruff, Caterpie, Magmar, Hops Bag, Clickling, Sanconda. Shalgon is going to be our first reverse holo up, followed by a Sigil, Seaful, and Iris's Fighting Spirit is in the house. I do believe that's the first time I pulled that girl. Very gorgeous looking card. Love the hairdo. So what do you think about Iris's Fighting Spirit? Very beautiful, if I do say so myself. You may play only one supporter card during your turn, so looks like she's limiting your opponent and you at the same time, but that is part of your strategy. Then do your thing, you know what I mean, Jellybean? Moving on to the next pack. Electric. Nope, and we got Fighting. Noibat, Rockruff, Caterpie, Magmar, Pangoro, Grimmsnarl, PP up, First reverse holo is up, and second reverse is a Stunfisk and a Rumby holo rare. Is going to wrap that pack up. Moving on to the next one. Water, basic, normal, don't know what you'd call it. We got Hops Wooloo, Bigon, Paris, Wingull, Copper Jaw, and Castle, Oinky Login, Oinky Cologne. Hops Double is going to be our first reverse, followed by a reverse Caterpie and a Whale Lord. Holo rare. Is wrapping that pack up. On to the next one. And didn't call it, but there's the fire. Hops Wooloo, Bigon, Paris, Wingull, Electroid, Hops Bag, Clean Clang. Karrablast is going to be our first reverse holo up, followed by Ends, Joltik, and looks like we got Ends Zoroark EX. Very beautiful. So, beautiful card. Ends Zoroark EX is up with the Night Joker. Choose one of your benched Ends Pokemon attack and use it as this attack. Very cool. If you know how to utilize it, that is very cool indeed. So we're on to the next one, and let's see. We're winding down to about that half point, and hasn't been too much heat. I think we got one IR, one trainer, so maybe that second half is loaded, or I just got a bad box. Who knows? We're about to find out. Gel, Milkra, Pelipper, Greedont, Cubone. Very beautiful card. Very beautiful indeed. Brings back so much memories. And nothing in the second or third slot. Striking out again. Moving on to my next pack. Let's see. What can we do? What can we get? Fire. Ah. My brothers, all you just keep saying fire till you get it. Shelmet, Shelgon, Milcry, Sanconda, Capperjack, Ends Castle. Ooh. And I gave that one away. Do not know what that is, but it is a Whale Lord. Beautiful IR. No double hitter. No double hitter, but we will take what we just pulled. Should have snapped to the coral in the bottom. Not too bad at all. Card is in rough shape though. But very gorgeous card indeed. What do you guys think about this Whale Lord? It was one of the cards that was wow. So I was saying this card was very well sought after, and a lot of people did pull it. Sorry guys, I did not know that my microphone cut out on me as I was recording this originally, so it might sound like if I added this afterwards, and it is because I did. So getting back into it, I do apologize, but you know, this is a lot of work, and a lot of work and time goes into making these videos. That's why I say it doesn't cost you guys much, and you know, doesn't hurt at all. So just smash that like button. But anyways, back to what I was talking about, and to be honest, I can't really remember, so we'll just scratch it and start new. So what do you guys think about the Nintendo Switch 2? I am excited for it myself. I have two pre-ordered actually. I got one at Best Buy and one at GameStop. Don't know if I'm going to check out both of them, but I am trying to get my brother, or convincing my brother otherwise, to pick up that second one, because eventually he's going to have to upgrade for the next Pokemon game coming out after ZA Legends, because it will be exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2. But let's see what we can get pulled here as we speak. And will we get a hit? Grimmsnarl Reverse Holo is first up, followed by a Kecleon reverse holo, and we struck out again with a holo rare Metagross. On to the next pack. So I can't wait to get the Nintendo Switch 2. I haven't been excited like this for a while. I'm not too big of a fan of Mario Kart, but this whole free roam Mario Kart is pretty interesting. So we'll see how it lasts. And, you know, there's a few other games I am eyeing. Donkey Kong being the bigger title I'm excited for in July. So we'll see what happens. Coming up on our first reverse holo being Audino. And second up is going to be another reverse holo, Alolan Geodude. But we did get a hit EX Blaziken, one of my favorite cards. You already know how I feel about these EX cards. To me, they're very cool. You know, anybody that plays the game can utilize them a lot better, but I do like these guys because everybody knows why. But as you can see, Blaziken's throwing a kick, and it looks like it's going to pop out of the card, so not too shabby at all. What do you guys think about this one? On to the next pack. Sorry, had to take a drink or sip of my iced coffee, so here we go. Moving on to the next one. So, I hope I can snatch myself a SPC for Prismatic. Would like to get 2, but that is a prayer so that I can rip one for you guys, my fan base. And, you know, keep one sealed would be nice, but we'll see what happens. We are getting closer and closer. And we strike out on that one with a holo rare Lycanroc. Moving on to the next pack. And let's see. So what do you think about the big boy in the back, the Charizard? Do you guys think it's going to hold value? Do you think it's going to drop? Should I sell it? To me, I'm just going to hold on to it. It was one of my luckier times in ripping. As you can see, recently I have not had luck. We are chasing the Salamence. Hopefully we can pull it. But Letad is going to be our first reverse holo up, followed by a second reverse holo. Very beautiful one, Articuno. And a Hops double is going to be the holo rare in that pack. We are moving into the quarter mark. On to the next pack. Let's see what we can get, ladies and gents. So, have you guys had any luck? Are you guys trying to find anything? I do need to get me one more of the Temporal and Paradox Rift ETBs, the mixing artwork that I had not secured because I thought I was gonna have time, and then this whole market took off. But we'll see what happens in time. Metatang is going to be our first reverse holo up, followed by a Low Kinks, yeah, that sounds about right, and a Butterfree holo rare. Ash is letting us know it's gonna be all good in the hood. So on to the next pack. Let's see if we can get this Salamence. So, Torchic is up. Lilligant, Alolan Graveler, Dunsparce, Chachino, Markaktis, and let's see. Professor's Research is the first reverse holo up, followed by a Comfey and a Metagrina holo rare is going to wrap that pack up. On to the next pack. And here we go. Torchic, Lilligant, Alolan Graveler, Dunsparce. Seems like the same thing, right? Iris's Fighting Spirit, Auxiliary, Camerot, Milkcry, holo rare. Reverse is going to be the first one up, followed by a Regice holo rare. And we did get a hit. What is it? And it is a Iona's Ballybolt EX. Very beautiful card. Again, you guys know how I feel about the EX cards. They are gorgeous. They look like they are popping out. Their attack looks so awesome. But here we go with the Ballybolt. And Very beautiful card. Nonetheless, look at all the electricity all over the card. Very gorgeous indeed. So, moving on to the next pack. And let's see. Come on, Salamence, where are you? I know you're there. On to the next one. Let's see. Impidimp, Lechonk, Cubone, Joltik, Ruffian, Combustion, Wooper, Hollow Rare, Reverse is first up, followed by another Billy and Onair, and a Lily's Rombaby is our Hollow Rare for that pack. On to the next one. Impidimp, Lechonk, Cubone, Joltik, Lily's Pearl, Chichino, Marcoctus, Hops Wooloo is our first reverse hollow up, followed by another reverse hollow, Todzugmiguro. And we got a hit, and I believe it is Lily's Clefairy EX full art for you. Very beautiful card in my opinion, and one of the more underrated cards I feel. Anyways, on the graded side is going to be that Leafeon EX in the background. But what do you guys think about this Clefairy EX? I think it is a very gorgeous card. If I was going to build a deck and have a deck showing off between the EX standard or common, the Clefairy EX or the SIR, I'd probably go with this guy. But, you know, let's see what it is. The next tournament I am going to buy a coupon or a ticket for and go from there. And, you know, take our time to see what God has in store for me. That's all I can do is hope that we get what we want. And if not, like I always say, appreciate for what we do pull. So, on to the next one. We got Iono's Electroid is going to be our first reverse hollow up. And let's see what is behind it. Cleaning up my mess over here, guys. So here we go. Straining out. And boom, we do get a hit. Looks like the Ferret, and I am right. Beautiful card. One of my favorites in the set. Hollow Tyranitar in the back of that one. So I do love this card. In my opinion, it is one of the cooler looking cards. You know, the ultra realistic, but it is very awesome. And like I said, guys, I do apologize for the sound cutting out, but one thing I noticed on all these ferrets is that little white dot above his head. Seems like it's on every card, so starting to think it's more or less of a print defect and part of the card, but very gorgeous card indeed, so can't be mad at that one. On to the next one. How you guys doing? I hope everybody's doing fine and safe and healthy. Larvesta, Beldum, Torkoal, hold on, Kamola, Tordacruel, Ruffian, Lotix. Mr. Mime is going to be our reverse hollow up first, followed by a Noibat, and a Regirock hollow rare is wrapping that pack up. On to the next one. Feels like I am not going to get this Salamence, but cannot give up yet until you rip the last pack. On to the next one. Gonna try to speed through this, guys, not hold you up as long as I need. If it is taking long, just hit that ×2 to see the rips. Marowak, one of my favorites. And Black Belt Training is our first reverse hollow up, followed up by another reverse Toadstool. And we did get an EX, and it is a Salamence EX, but not the Salamence that we are after, but a very beautiful Salamence. It is indeed. Not too shabby. What do you guys think? You know how I feel about the EX cards. It looks like their attack is popping out of the card. Very gorgeous card indeed. On to the next one. Coffin, Snuppet, Corvisire, Kabushkin Golem. A Vescular Ferret is going to be our first reverse holo up. And Cafont and Ionos Kilo Wattrel is going to wrap that pack up in the holo rare slot. On to the next one. Billy and O, try to speed this up for you. Not very comfortable. I am not good at this. Try not to give away a hit if we do. Auxiliary is going to be our first reverse holo up. Chachino and a Mariachi is going to wrap that pack up. The Chino. On to the next one. Yeah, that felt very uncomfortable, so don't think I'm going to do that again. You know, like to enjoy the art. So we'll just try to blow through these a little quicker and see what we can get pulled for you. Lechonk is going to be our first reverse holo, followed by a Wingull, and a Norvrin holo rare is going to wrap that pack up. Alright guys, we are really down to the end here. I think we got about 6 or 7 packs, so let's see what we get pulled. We are down to the quarter mark, and let's see. Will we get this Salamence? It is very annoying and horrible. I hope we can get it, but let's see. Polish Swine, Cafont, Sprigarito, Sleek Cobra, Poswick, Clough, Levincia. Wilmer is going to be our first reverse holo up, followed by a Camilla. And we did get a Hops Zacian EX. Very gorgeous looking card. When it came to the Sword and Shield game, to be honest, I was more on the Shield end. My brother always played the Sword. But we had to play one of each to fill up our Pokédex. But, very beautiful card. What do you guys think? I think it is a nice looking card. Not too shabby at all. And on to the next one. Let's see. I do hope we can get this guy. Starting to get a little nervous here. Pulsewine, Cafont, Sprigarito, Slycobra, Beresian, Hopes, Chase Band, Clang, and Seconds Cutiefly, and Masquerada is going to be the holo rare in that pack. On to the next one. And we are almost to the end. I'm starting to get nervous, but Grass Energy, Fungus, can't even try that one. Noibat, Geodude, Oinky Oinky, Bonnet, Hops Bag. Ruffian is going to be our first reverse holo up, followed by a Remoraid. And Lycanroc is going to be the holo rare in that pack, guys. I don't know, not looking good, but we'll try to keep going and see what we get. On to the next one. Fungus, Dramaka, Noibat, Geodude, Articuno, Poswick, Quaff. Lowen Graveler is going to be our first reverse holo up, followed by Larvesta and a Magmortar holo rare. On to the next one. Come on, let's see what we can get here. Yeah, so it is getting stressful, but it is what it is. Fire Energy, Lotad, Sentret, Zonora. Sorry guys, Grimmsnarl ends PP up. Whale Lord reverse holo is first up, followed by another reverse holo. But striking out on that one. 0 for 3. So we are almost there, guys. 2 packs left. We are almost there. So those for watching, thank you guys for watching the whole thing. If you guys are just in and out, I do appreciate y'all. And I do ask that you guys smash that like button. Doesn't hurt you guys at all and helps me. And if you aren't subscribed, subscribe for more pack openings. Iono's Voltorb is first hollow up, followed by nothing. And we did get a Mimikyu EX, one of my favorite EXs from this set. And you all know why and why I like these EXs. And it is because look at that tack. He's charging it up. He's about to launch it. And it looks like it's floating out of the card. Beautiful, very gorgeous card. You know, appreciate what you do get. And be grateful for what, you know, God has given you. So last pack magic. Are we going to get anything? I am so hopeful. Kind of bummed out. Seems like every other booster box has been with an SIR. But you know, hopefully we don't strike out, but I feel like we are. Shalmond, Pelipper, Klicklang, Ends Castle. Pet Lily is going to be our first reverse hollow up. And we did hit some last pack magic, ladies and gentlemen. It is Articuno, one of my favorite cards. It is beautiful and gorgeous. No SIR. Sucks. Such a bummer, but got a beautiful Articuno and some last pack magic. So gotta be grateful for what we do got, and you know, appreciate it because it can always be worse, like I tell you guys. So that is almost 30 bucks profit in my pocket. Do you think they will crash even harder? Only time will tell. But thank you guys for everything. Let's get a quick recap all together and see what we can pull for you. Or just kidding, we're done. You know, SIR slots over there empty. But here's the recap. Articuno, IR, and our last pack magic. Very gorgeous looking card in my opinion. Ferret is also a very gorgeous card in my... All these cards are sick. Whale Lord was a beautiful hit. Too bad on the, you know, card control on the bottom. More cactus. I love this card. You know why? I'm from New Mexico. We get a lot of cactuses over here. My dogs have stepped in them a few times, but not too bad. And we got our full art Lily's Clefairy EX, followed by our Iris's Fighting Spirit, and our EX cards Mimikyu, Tapu Koko, Reshiram, Hops Zacian, Salamence, Bellybolt, Blaziken. So that's going to wrap it up for this episode. Thank you guys always, and most importantly, God bless you guys. Be safe. God loves you. I love you. And smash that like button. Do not be shy and subscribe.